Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Petty Poneglyph podcast. It has, in fact, been a long time, and this time we can't just blame Will.
I mean, we can still blame Will, but it wasn't
I mean,
just Will.
it was like 65% Will, the rest of it with me. Anywho, we have a lot to talk about. A lot of events and stuff have happened in the last month and a half since we last did an episode. Um,
Um,
I know you said before we got started that you have been playing Master Duel. We'll get to that in a second. But there is a new trash anime manga slash isekai that I saw a clip of and I'm going to start reading. Because here's the thing I need you the audience and you will to understand about me. I do get some level of enjoyment out of slop anime and manga.
Sometimes it's feel good. I get that.
The premise is Scarlet, a noble woman from the ducal family, and second Prince Kyle were s- uh were engaged, and their engagement was suddenly annulled during a ball. She had been falsely accused of harassing a girl named Tereniza, daughter to a baron whom the prince doted on heavily. Condemned by everyone around her and forced to burden all manner of crimes, before she finally decided enough was enough. Before I leave here, may I ask you please one thing? And as the crowd threw their boos and jeers, and Prince Kyle uh flung his insults, her palm spun like a drill, and the ballroom floor was stained with bloods. Her she basically
What?
she in the opening scene beats the dog piss out of everybody. And the what I love about the clip from the anime I saw is that it did not hold back from showing excruciating detail, from blood flying from noses to teeth flying from mouths.
Oh my god.
Glorious.
Oh my god. That sounds graphic.
Yeah,
Sounds horrible.
but it's like these people, but they build it up over the course of the scene because these people are so fucking pretentious and obnoxious that you're
That they
like,
kind of deserve it. Yeah. Fuck all of
yeah,
you.
yeah. So
Get it. Get
it's
it.
yeah, it's a revenge porn in like
Oh
in like
god.
in like the in like the in like the concept of revenge, like getting back at somebody, and porn, not in a traditional pornographic sense, which revenge porn it is. What I mean this in the sense of
No,
like
you mean
using
it. And
is like food porn, like that basically.
yes, it makes you feel good to watch people get wrecked because of some revenge shit. Yes, I get
Correct. Yeah. Because I feel
it.
like I feel like I had to correct myself a tiny bit after the words left my mouth.
Maybe for the unfamiliar and the immature. Okay, I'm a little immature, so a lot of immature. So
Mm. But yes, so what else has been going on now that I did my obligatory anime call out? Because I don't be watching, or I've been thinking I need to read a lot more manga because that is a much more forgiving medium for me to engage with
forgiving how in terms of the fandom or
in terms of respect of for my time.
yeah, okay, I can agree with that. I haven't been able to watch anything lately, not even like anime, nothing live action, nothing. I also can't play any video games, which is we can all chalk that up to depression. But what I have been
I'm
able
gonna
to do
stick my
lately is read.
balls in some $1,000 dressing because I got depression. Sorry, continue. That was uncalled for.
No, it's okay. You just threw me off. That's all. I haven't heard that reference in a long time. In fact, I don't even think I know the where it's originally from.
Zach
Um,
Fox. Oh, actually, you know what? Even better. we're actually going to make a piece of YouTube content because this is just a podcast. This is audio only. This is gonna go out onto the podcasting platforms, and then the RSS is gonna take it to YouTube. But after we're done here, I'm gonna share my screen on Discord, and we are gonna sit down, and I'm gonna make you react to to two pieces of content. I don't
Oh
care if that
God.
shit gets copyright like hit. Fuck it. Like I'm gonna
Oh
show
God.
you the origin of where that reference came from. But yes, continue. No, you've been too much of a sad baby bitch boy to play video games. Yes, and by the way, I can say that because I quite literally had to commit myself the other week for
Yeah, I get
suicidal
it.
ideation. So yes,
Yeah,
this is pot calling kettle black. By the way, I have major
I
depressive
know.
disorder. So yes, I am. I This is pot calling kettle black. I am not bullying the mentally unwell. This
You're
is
good.
more this is more like friendly fire to those listening at home.
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch anime or anything and play video games. So, but like you said, I've been able to read a fair bit of manga recently. In fact, I've been reading The Martian King, which is made by the same creator of Dr. Stone. It's only like
Ooh,
27, 28 chapters deep, and it's actually good. It's actually pretty decent. It's a really interesting story. It takes place,
interesting.
yeah, it takes place after the fall of civilization again. Um, but this time, instead of a stone world, we're in a world where like it's basically the entire world has adopted a fucking a Wild West kind of mentality. Um,
Mhm.
there's these things called like I think they're called. I might be racist when I say this, but I think they're called banditos, that are basically like outlaws in the wasteland. And there's these whole army of like marshals, who are all like basically learning to train how to bring in bounties and shit like that. Of course, they have to like add an element, anime element to it to make it a little bit supernatural. So like the people now live to be like 200, 300 years old. Um, and there, the magnums, the magnums, which are just special revolvers, could only be wielded by like certain marshals with a certain level of power. Yeah, the whole thing's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just anime shit. They're
yeah,
not. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of part of my issue at times with anime in general is like I don't have a problem with camp. I'm just burnt out on anime
I mean,
camp.
yeah, I get it.
Specifically. Like, I like campy shit. Like, some cringe can be funny, but the problem for me comes when it's been the same campy tropes for, you know, 15, 16 odd years.
Yeah, and that's where I'm gonna admit I might be tired of. I've been proudly a shonen trash fan most of my life, or most of my fan as an anime fan. But I might be able to be ready to admit that I'm tired of shonen. I don't think I can watch it anymore. Like, of course, I
Well,
can
I
go back
mean,
and watch like,
that's understandable because like shonen is ostensibly made for 14-year-old Japanese boys.
yeah,
Like that's what it's for. Because that's the most popular demographic for anime. The fucking problem is like, there are adult, mature, like the average anime fan in the West skews older.
yeah,
They're like teenagers aren't into anime like now like they were back in the day. Mainly
yeah.
be
You're definitely
mainly
right.
mainly because the people who are having kids now are like, no, no, no. Anime is for people who are teenagers and
Yeah,
older.
they're keeping the kids off of them. Yeah,
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not against that either because a lot of the fucking anime tropes that shonen does do is harmful. Granted,
agreed.
not so much like the more recent ones. Like things like My Hero Academia, by and large, is better, especially after the pink chick, Clockwork Orange, the pervert. But other than that, like yeah, no. Now, fun fact for everybody listening, Mineta, the obnoxious pervert creepazoid
Motherfucker.
character,
Yeah.
creepazoid in My Hero Academia, who like is just revolting. Um at a certain point, I think in like season 2, gets Clockwork Orange like brainwashed by one of the female characters, and and basically like stops being like a horny toad afterwards. Like he still has like his like moments and shit, but he's like
Yeah.
not like every like he's like goes from like being 100% a sex pest to like 20% to and so you know what, for it, you know. So that made immediately made My Hero Academia a much more consumable anime.
I hate. I will never forgive Mineta. I can't stand him. I can't
No,
see him on the
nobody
screen. Every time
does.
I see him, I cringe.
No, nobody does. That's why the fucking mangaka who by the way, I think part of the reason is that the dude who writes it is like is like a wife guy in like all of the positive senses of the term, and
Right.
because of that, he like his wife was like, "Yo, fuck this character," and he was like, "All right, bet." And he just like apparently you see Mineta less and less over time. I've
Yeah, good.
stuck with
I've
it,
noticed
but
that
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. For
I mean, you
me,
see, it's another classic Naruto situation where all the
mhm.
characters with the potentials you just tended to see less and less.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
just the
after
truth.
yeah, it's like listen, Jiraiya dying was emotionally difficult, but it was for the best. Also, Naruto filler turned Naruto into even more of a pervert than he would have been by default.
Agreed. I
And
mean, Naruto was still kind of pervy. Let's don't get me wrong.
he
He
he,
came up with
he
the sexy
was.
jutsu and the harem jutsu because that was something he
He
created out of his
absolutely
own like perviness and creativity.
he absolutely was. And the fucking filler, just almost made me loathe Jiraiya's character, especially the pre-time skip
Oh
filler.
yeah, no, that shit was fucking ridiculous. So
Yeah, it's
fucking
like
movie. He was
I re-
too much.
I remember there was a filler where where a package containing a peace treaty between two daimyos to stop a potential war that was about to break out
Mhm.
was switched before it started, like the process of being shipped, with the manuscript for Jiraiya's
Make
next
out
novel,
paradise.
Make Out Paradise.
No. What,
And the
was this a
entire
flashback filler in Shippuden?
no, this wasn't a flashback filler. This was a filler in the original Naruto.
Yeah, see, I hate this is the filler hell that took place after Sasuke left the village, right? I hate that
Yep,
entire sequence.
yep. There's a handful of fillers that are like I guess, but like they're all kind of suck. But here's the thing. Here's the ultimate thing. Fundamentally, what ends up happening is a Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck like ass, thing where they're trying to get the package from this fucking ninja. And
Yeah,
this delivery ninja who tries says these guys are like the best. No, they never like let their package. They would sooner die. Like they're these professional delivery men. Like it's gonna be almost impossible to get it from. Like they hype them up, and it's like you see over the course, like this motherfucker just keeps it pushing. He does not. This delivery ninja does not fucking stop. And so it's delivered. Jiraiya and Naruto are like dejected because they're like, "Fuck, we might have just caused war between the land of fire and like the land of like water or some shit, whatever, right?"
right.
And the fucking Danyo and like then they see oversee and overhear the Danyo who got the package delivered. They're like, what is this from the other from so and so? Oh, you sent me the next Makeout Paradise's manuscript. Oh, what a great good! I'll need to send my regards. And then he goes, oh, door slaps shut. And then you just see like a deadpan look on Naruto and Jiraiya's faces. And then you cut
Yeah.
back. Then you cut back with the two of them getting like post Tsunade shit beat out of them,
Yep.
with her saying, "You're lucky that the Fire Danya was so receptive to this,
You're lucky he was a goddamn
to that
fan.
mistake, it was a fan of your awful books, because now like peace between the Fire Nation and the Water Nation is even stronger because of your tomfoolery. So in the end, I guess we
Hmm.
lucked out." And like that was the whole premise of that filler episode. And don't get me wrong, I feel like a lot of the concepts in the filler for Naruto
Oh
has
yeah,
its place. I feel like a lot of the filler for Naruto absolutely could have been an arc that could have been, considered like valid, like Skypiea, in which is filler in, One Piece,
it's not filler. It's
or
not filler. I'm gonna
or,
keep telling you that.
or the Living Zanpakuto arc in
I
Bleach.
fucking hate that arc. Yeah. Listen, listen, listen.
My ex
Whenever
loved
it
it.
comes to
She
the
said it was her favorite. She loved that shit. But point is genuinely, the time skip should have started after the Sasuke retrieval mission.
agreed, agreed. It should have been over right then and there.
It should that should have like all of the filler they did, all of the filler they did, it should have all been filler with Sasuke still present.
I could agree with that. Yeah, that would have been much
Like
more compelling, much more fun to watch.
yes, like, and they could also sprinkle like slight little resentments here and there where Sasuke gets more and more irritated with Naruto. So even though none of it matters, it still feels like there was like some really cool like building things for things that happen that are filler, so they don't matter. Like I remember there was a one-off episode in the original Naruto where uh Akamaru gets this overwhelming like surge of chakra because of I forget what MacGuffin did it, and like there's this whole thing between him and Kiba and worrying that Akamaru might have to get put down, and like all of this
That's
stuff.
right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
There are some fucking gems. There was another one where you had Shinu, Naruto, and Hinata going to go find a specific type of beetle
Uh,
to a
yeah,
specific
I
type
had
of
that
beetle.
one on my fucking. I had that one on my iPad.
And then you had and then you had like these uh Lightning Village um uh counterparts to Shino's clan who specialize in bees.
Hmm.
And like it was a really like cool concept of like world building and stuff like that, like seeing how like not like the jutsu of the leaf village, like these living bug colony peoples are not just living bug colony people, like that jutsu's not like jutsu techniques are not so unique that they are dedicated to just families, but like there's different flavors of them, with
Yeah.
different positives and negatives and benefits and weaknesses across. Like the beekeeper clan from the hidden cloud village like is a much more aggressive, much more dangerous, but what they have in, combat availability, they lack in terms of flexibility. Shino's clan is capable of doing a lot more tasks a lot more conspicuously because the insects that they use, their chakra insects that they keep in their bodies, are a lot smaller and a lot more versatile. So like a lot of the concepts that they explored in the Naruto filler, I think genuinely were pretty fucking cool. And
Agreed. And go on. Sorry.
what's up? No, I
No,
was
go on.
done.
So,
Yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, it's just I wish I feel like a lot of the filler would have been a lot more compelling if they just used it differently. And like you know, I think that the um I think that there should have been I think there should have been like this ocean of filler, this gigantic, huge ocean of filler that is basically taking place uh in between the hidden the wave the hidden wave village and the tuning exam arc.
It was
And
actually, I think that would be the perfect place for it. Um, uh,
I also
you,
think that a lot of the also think that the gaps, like the multiple week gaps that they had in between the different phases, should have included a lot of filler as well. Like there
yeah,
and I do think that like there should have been the last gap should have been between the end of the tuning exam and the beginning of the Sasuke retrieval arc. That should absolutely have happened
we got
after.
one filler there. We did get
Uh,
one filler there.
we did, and
Single filler. It was art.
they should have done so much more.
I agree entirely. In fact, now that you're saying mentioning one of my biggest gripes with Naruto series in hindsight is Naruto and Sasuke's whole relationship. They have their legendary thing is how well they work together. But do you know that you and I only ever saw that once in the show? We saw that they could synchronize and work really well together, but canonically speaking, we only really saw that before Shippuden once. Um, and every
Against
time they do,
Zabuza.
yes, that's the exact fight. Um, from there on, it's just like rivalry. My power is greater. My power is greater. But like they keep like kind of like hinting and referencing that the Naruto and Sasuke's teamwork would be so great if they just got back together, and then they actually get together on the battlefield and they're perfectly synchronized. When and that's it's complete bullshit. Even though in the Naruto filler that's sprinkled throughout the show, their teamwork is exactly that. In the Naruto Shippuden filler that does like flashbacks to when Naruto and Sasuke were working together on the same team, every single episode is them bickering and then doing the same thing that they did with Zabuza, just like coming together, working it out, figuring it out, and working like a team. In a way that would seem like they were brothers. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Exactly.
so
So they're kind of like post hoc justifying that using filler in
yeah,
Shippuden when they should have fucking done that. Like they're so
I
like
would
they're like what they should have been doing is that they should have been like they should have like they Shippuden was not out yet when by the time that they had gotten to the end of Naruto, like the Sasuke retrieval arc and shit. What
yeah.
they should have done is that they should have been like, okay, we can get 3 years worth of episodes of filler if we just don't cover the manga for right now.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I don't know, dude. It's like I see what like One Piece has been able to do with filler, and I see what like other animes and stuff have been able to do with filler. Even though filler at this point is very much kind of like a dying thing because it seems like just a lot of people are like, yo, I don't fuck with this shit. Get to the main
Well,
thing.
the downside to that right now is that we now watch anime on the same schedule that we watch fucking westernized television. We get one season per year. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
get one episode per week when they decide to drop the season this year. When they used to give us a filler arc so that they could have time to animate the canon stuff. So
Are you kidding?
yeah,
But dog, are you kidding me?
the
And here,
trade-off.
it's like pros and cons. I'll take it. My thing is that like I don't I would like, but then this brings me to the big macro thing of hey, you know we have like all of these issues we've had with Shonen, like in to bring it back to your original point of getting burned out a bit. We have very you know much more mature anime now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm appreciative.
Anime anime that if it did exist in the past would not have survived. You know,
Agreed.
like you're like Freerin would not exist 20 years ago. Apothecary Diaries? Hell no. Don if it did, it wouldn't be as fucking like well done as it is
Well, yeah, I agree.
in mindful. It would have just been slop. Listen, the reason why Don to Don is so good is because it handles like I don't trust somebody from 20 years ago who's like an anime mangaka to be able to effectively balance, the like take these tropes that are so conventional in like manga and anime and stuff, and then toe that line to like have them be present, but have them be as horrifying and
As it would be in real
grotesque
life, yeah.
as they would be in real life, and then use those to propel the story forward in a way that kind of turns the entire genre on its head.
Also keeps the impact, yeah.
Right, it's like, like the fucking scene where like, you know, Momo walks into like uh Okaroon and whatever the other dude's name is, butt ass naked getting their ass beat by the landlords and shit. Like,
Yeah, that shit was scary.
yeah, it's like them being in like that kind of like submissive position, like traditional is normal, and like with like those types of underwear on, are that usually the types of things that would be done for a laugh, for a lark. But it is holy fuck, that's scary.
Yeah. Oh, season 2 was season 2 finished yet? I started season 2, but I haven't been
I
following. Holy
I
shit.
I started it. I haven't finished it.
Okay. I watched her do something with the worm.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm still I'm still in that arc. They're underground now. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you.
But yeah. But yeah, that as far as anime is concerned, that's kind of like all I got. Like as far as commentary, you said you were getting playing a lot of Master Duel.
Yeah, oh, just for the past couple of days, because I'm still pretty bad at it, but I have been getting better. Duels are taking me a little less time. I'm now playing into level 4 and level 5 star duels, and it's not taking me as long. That said, I have started trying my hand at deck building, and I am terrible at building a balanced deck. I'm terrible at building a balanced deck.
I
Currently, I'm
can
building a deck around the Dark Magician,
I
because
can I can
let's
help you
hear it.
with that. I can absolutely help you with that. Not on this while we're recording. Later, I'll help you. Uh, go a little light on the liquor though, because like I'm gonna need you to actually fucking remember what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that shit tonight.
Oh,
Just yeah.
no, not tonight. We can't do that tonight.
Okay, tonight. All right, fine, fair enough. We'll find another time to do it then. But yeah,
It's fun
no, there.
time.
No, I can see if I can drudge up a list. The resident Deck Smith, aka one of my buddies, aka one of the probably the best moderator I have on Discord and all our platforms. Is Chara, we love you, brother. He's a great decksmith. He has a great Dragon Master Magia build that I think you would probably like to use.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you just keep playing the game, keep playing with cards and exploring and trying stuff out.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm playing through the stories. They're taking me through the. Oh, if I finally decided to try my hands at the challenges, but I won't go in with the loner deck and the challenges. I'm always going in with a deck that I could either build for my loader or my starting deck.
Mhm.
Um, but I realized that I have to do both in order to get the full accomplishment. So I'll get there. But yeah, I'm
There's
most
nothing wrong with doing it with both.
yeah. So for now, I'm gonna stick to the story fucking duels.
Yeah,
They're interesting. So far, I haven't really found my particular preference on summonings, slash special summonings, but I'll find it.
that's good. Good. That's good. But is there on that note, is there anything else you wanted to yik yak about?
No, not in particular.
All
I think
right,
this was
that's
a
fine.
good sesh.
That was a good sesh. Then, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Petty Ponglyph podcast. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your listenership. Thank you so very much for spending time with us today. If you want to support the show, please consider first of all, go subscribe to Will on his YouTube channel linked below. And if you like this episode, you could go listen to our other episodes or any other episode of a podcast produced by HIMediaTV, found at himedia.gg/pods or wherever you get your pods. We have tons of shows I think you'll like, and if and only if you financially have the wherewithal to do so, please consider going to Ko-fi or just supporting us on our Ko-fi at himedia.gg/tip. You get a bunch of cool perks on our Discord. It's like exclusive videos, early access stuff, tons and exclusive D&D campaigns, things of that nature, which in all service through our Discord community, which can, by the way, be found at the link below in the description, and you absolutely should join. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Petty Ponglyph Podcast. I've been your host, Evan from HIMediaTV, with my co-host, Mr. Nomad, aka Miss Will, aka Will Brock, aka Will Brock the Third. We appreciate
You.
you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Auf Wiedersehen.